Our lifestyles are having an ever bigger impact on the Earth's finite resources. But what if there was a crop that could provide farmers with income, be turned into food, clothes, and even concrete with minimal impact on the environment? Hemp, once widespread in the UK, is now on the sidelines despite having all of those qualities. We investigate what's holding back this miracle crop from going mainstream. Hi Ben. Tell me about hemp as a crop then. So what are its qualities and what can it be used for?
It's an amazing crop, and every day that I'm at Good Hemp I learn a little bit more about it. It goes from seed to harvest in 4 months. Doesn't need much water, doesn't require pesticides, great for biodiversity, bees love it.
The hemp plant sequesters 4 times more CO2 than the equivalent acreage of trees. They throw more nutrients back into the soil than they take out. They also have a very, very deep root structure, which is sort of 6 to 9 feet, and they basically hold the structure and repair the structure of the earth.
Full of these good fats, not saturated fats. We're talking about polyunsaturated fatty acids, so a great source of omega-3 and 6, good for skin and hair and nails, as well as heart health. So we use the seeds for our food, and we manufacture all sorts of goodies out of hemp seed, but the stalk can be used for hempcrete, which is a great building material, insulation. The fibres can be used in dashboards for cars.
We know materials made with hemp, whether it be hempcrete, they not only lock up carbon, but they draw more carbon in as well, so they don't emit it, unlike normal building materials, which is fantastic. All aspects of it can be used, and all aspects can be used for very good things.
But while hemp contains none of the psychoactive elements of its illegal counterpart, hemp leaves look almost identical to those of marijuana, and this misperception is hampering its many benefits.
Historically, it is classed as an illegal drug because it comes from the family of a plant where there is a legal substance in, even though it's not the same. Farmers still have to have licences from the drug agency.
They're from the same family, but they're totally different, and it's like comparing a tiger to a house cat.
Yeah.
Except the house cat's super nutritious.
Yeah.
There's legislation in the UK that means that when you farm hemp as a crop, you have to let the leaves fall to the floor. The leaves are what you extract CBD from, and that commercially is a huge industry.
What's the basis behind that rule?
It's the fear of THC. THC is the psychoactive element that is in the other hemp plant, in the tiger.
So it's not found in this plant, and yet the rule still applies to it?
Yes.
Is that madness?
In our view, yes.
To find out more, we spoke to the co-founder of the British Hemp Alliance, Nathaniel Loxley, to see if he could shed some light on hemp's undeserved reputation.
Corporations and governments have clung to that perception of hemp being dangerous, up there with heroin and crack cocaine. And it's completely illegitimate, and that's actually getting the rugs being taken from under their feet. A large part of the challenge is because it is disruptive. It's disruptive to the building industry, to even paper. So where we get paper from virgin forests that's shipped around the world and causing mass deforestation, we can actually use hemp fibres as a much stronger and much more environmentally friendly solution.
The textile industry globally uses hemp. In the UK, it's not so much of a thing.
When cotton came along, it was a cheaper alternative to use as a substrate in clothes, in making things like sails and ropes. It was just different and it was cheaper. And back at that time in that generation, it was all about that industrialisation on a scale. And hemp just suffered from that.
You need to be able to make money from it from a farmer point of view.
Yeah, of course.
And I guess the question that they would ask is, well, if I can't sell the leaves and I can only sell the stalk and the seeds, there's not enough industry in the UK yet to be viable for me.
Even though CBD is legal to be sold in the UK, it cannot be grown in the UK, and that's another thing that will unlock the ability for hemp to go mainstream. And ultimately, you need more farmers growing it. The more farmers that grow it, the better the processes will be around growing it. The cheaper the crop will become, the more it can compete with other crops.
It's been around for years, and it's strange that it's treated as a new thing. It should be seen in the same light as oats and barley and all of these crops that we're really used to.
Until someone challenges legislation and enough people challenge legislation, and that you can persuade the authorities of the benefit and the role it can play, change will always be painfully slow.
No one can really deny that hemp is beneficial. What remains to be seen is why the government is still dragging its heels, so we're behind the rest of the world. And while we deliberate, we're ignoring a miracle crop that could help fast-track a green transformation.